Time and again, fans of Miraculous get reminded of the sheer amount of danger and risk accompanying the Cat Miraculous. Its powers of destruction levels buildings, fractures meteors, and ends the world. There's no questioning the endangerment that Plagg and his wielders put others in when they use their powers. Living creatures are especially susceptible to cataclysms, and being struck by one has proven fatal more than once. In today's video, we're reviewing all the characters who got cataclysmed.
Don't make me! I don't know what this would do to you, and none of us want to find out!
What we want is to find out who you really are.
Number 1. Silencer. There are occasions when Cat Noir must get too close for comfort when destroying an akumatized object. The episode Silencer is a great example, as an akumatized Luca gives the heroes a hard time. His ability to steal someone's voice renders Ladybug incapable of calling for her lucky charm, so she must depend on her partner to help distract Silencer as she enacts a new plan. In the final moments of the battle, Cat Noir and Silencer engage in a one-on-one fight. The hero's voice nearly gets stolen, but because Ladybug obtained a lucky charm, she saves his voice at the last second. Silencer, shocked by his outwitting enemies, becomes overpowered by Cat Noir. On the ground and unable to free himself, Silencer is forced to accept a cataclysm against his helmet. The helmet falls away, revealing Luca's face as he closes his eyes and listens to all his voices getting swept away by Ladybug. Fortunately, despite the helmet being a part of Silencer's overall costume, the cataclysm didn't spread to the rest of Luca's body.
We've gone girls again this year, Dad!
Number 2. Reflect Doll. The first time Marinette and Adrien swap Miraculouses, they end up with a big problem in the episode Reflect Doll. Now defending Paris as Lady Noir and Mr. Bug, the two heroes must get used to their newfound powers while battling the akumatized Julica and her accompanying Centamonster. Reflect Doll is a monstrous creature that towers over buildings and people alike. Its ability to shoot beams from its mouth makes it an alarming opponent, as it can quickly attack and from a long range. As Mr. Bug struggles to find a use for his lucky charm, Lady Noir takes a more direct approach by using a cataclysm on the Centamonster. The creature falls to the ground not as a destroyed enemy but as an enraged being ready to destroy anything in its path. Mr. Bug explains that he's never cataclysmed a Centamonster before, but that doing so reminds him of a bee stinging a bull, as the Centamonster is provoked and out of control. Not even its partner, the villain Reflecta, can convince Reflect Doll to stop. She even goes so far as to ask the heroes to save her, terrified of being stuck inside the rampant doll. The interaction reveals that a cataclysm can seriously impact a Centamonster's physical body and mental fortitude. In the end, the heroes have to free Reflect Doll's amok directly to defeat it without causing continuous harm to Paris. Number 3. Cat Noir. As the wielder of the Cat Miraculous, it's rare for Adrien to end up on the other side of a cataclysm. However, the episode Miracular puts him in the path of the titular villain and evil Sabrina, who can steal the abilities of the heroes she fights. Unequipped to fight such a unique and overpowered villain, Ladybug quickly has her lucky charm stolen. Cat Noir offers to hold Miracular off while his teammate gets help, but his chivalry has a painful result. He barely manages a few seconds in combat before his cataclysm is stolen and used against him, sending the hero flying into a nearby fence. All he can do is groan in pain before he crawls away to seek refuge in an alley. Alone and wounded, Adrien detransforms before falling to the ground, helplessly watching as Plagg suffers a similar pain. Although they choose to rest until Ladybug returns, they must return to the fight while wounded. Despite fans knowing what a real cataclysmed Cat Noir looks like, the people of Paris are horrified in the episode Catalyst, when one of Vulpina's illusions makes an akumatized Ladybug fight Cat Noir in the public eye. The illusions show the evil Ladybug forcing Cat Noir to hit himself with his power. His eyes widen in horror before he completely crumbles to dust, with his remains getting carried away in the wind. Vulpina's stunt causes anguish throughout the city, giving Gabriel a potential army to use against the real and very much alive heroes.
Cataclysm to you too!
Number 4. Uncanny Valley. One of the first times Adrien experiences the true horror of his powers occurs far from home. Miraculous World, New York takes Ladybug and Cat Noir out of Paris, where they faced an akumatized villain from America, Cataclysmed. He gets sent to distract the heroes while Gabriel steals the Eagle Miraculous, and he seems to do his job too well. While fighting the villain with the help of Sparrow and Uncanny Valley, Ladybug and Cat Noir find themselves in an argument about responsibilities and trust. Ladybug believed Cat Noir would protect Paris while she was gone, but because he showed up in New York, it shatters her faith in him. Naturally, Cat Noir feels hurt by this turn of events and is so distracted that Cataclysmed manages to throw him while he has an active cataclysm. He ends up in the path of Uncanny Valley, whom he strikes with his power. Unlike other characters wounded by a cataclysm, she falls to the floor immediately. Her instant death is likely due to her android nature, as instead of slowly spreading throughout her body, the cataclysm fries her technological components. Fortunately, Cat Noir's deadly mistake proved fixable with the help of a lucky charm. Number 5. Ladybug. Nothing is more horrifying than betraying the person you trust most, but unfortunately, Cat Noir has experienced that fate twice. Although neither instance was his fault, he has lived with guilt, fear, and remorse each time. In the episode Cat Blanc, Adrien lives out a romantic alternate timeline with his partner Marinette. The couple successfully navigates their relationship without Marinette learning Adrien's secret identity, until Marinette is nearly akumatized. After transforming in broad daylight to destroy the Akuma and save her, Gabriel takes the opportunity to turn the situation in his favor by akumatizing Adrien into Cat Blanc. His ability as a villain is an amplified version of a cataclysm, and Adrien has no control. Marinette does her best to keep him calm and talk him through the situation, but before she can succeed, he turns her to dust with a burst of destructive power. While this experience is erased for Adrien when Marinette and Bunnix reset the timeline, he gets to experience it firsthand in representation. The episode's villain is Gabriel, who akumatizes himself into the villain Night Tormentor. With his newfound ability to make someone experience their worst nightmare, he makes Cat Noir envision himself cradling Ladybug in his arms before she crumbles away.
Cataclysm!
Adrien!
Number 6. Gabriel. With an enemy as cunning as Gabriel, there's no surprise that he's encountered a cataclysm more than once. In the episode Cat Blanc, he reaps what he sows when he akumatizes Adrien into the titular villain. He breaks his son's trust and makes his cataclysmic power so strong that it's nearly uncontrollable. Using his influence over Adrien, he makes his son direct his energy on Ladybug, causing a battle for control. Adrien loses that battle and turns his father to dust alongside Ladybug. In the alternate timeline, Adrien knows that his father is a villain. However, he doesn't hesitate to fight his father for the right thing. Dedicated to protecting Paris, Adrien does his best to fight Hawkmoth's control. Unfortunately, doing so results in the premature death of his only remaining parent. It must have been traumatizing to be the cause of such a devastating event. Ladybug fixes Adrien's mistakes with a lucky charm, but Adrien still manages to cause inevitable harm to his evil father. In the episode Destruction, Marinette sends Monarch on a scavenger hunt throughout the city, where the heroes wait to capture him at the end. With the element of surprise on their side, they nearly recover the stolen Miraculouses until Monarch forces Cat Noir to cataclysm him. The stunt allows him to escape, but he receives a fatal wound that impacts him for the rest of the season.
Why'd he do that? Is he crazy?
All sorts of people come into the path of a cataclysm. As a hero, Cat Noir rarely aims his power at another living creature, but if his judgment ever clouds or his hand slips, he could end someone's life in the blink of an eye. With a few harmful instances under his belt, as the series continues, Cat Noir must learn to use his cataclysm as a reserved power. Otherwise, another world-ending event could threaten Paris, which may be a problem that Ladybug's lucky charm can't solve. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Give me your miraculous so I can make everything go back to the way it was! Make a cataclysm!